Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Pangestu Muhammad. I am from Class C Afternoon IKIP PGRI Pontianak. So, in this occasion, I want to talk about my most favorite books, or I can say my favorite comic books. So, my favorite comic books is called Slam Dunk. The author of the comic book is named Takehiko Inoue. So here's the cover of the comic books. So how do I know these books? So I love to read comic books and I love NBA too. So I just randomly type in the Google basketball comic books and then this comic book showed up. So I start reading it. The comic book is manga type. What is manga type? Manga type is comic books in Japanese saying what is the difference between manga and other comic books. Other comics books, usually the panel are so colorful, but manga, the panels are black and white. Here's the example of the chapter in the panel. So the comic book is in English that I read, but there is some Indonesian translation and other language translation. But I read the English one. It's from Japanese. There's a 270 plus chapter. So the comic book is talk about a teenager called Hanamichi Sakuragi who falls in love with a girl named Haruko Akagi and decides to join Sohoku High School basketball team in order to attract her as she is already in love with another Sohoku player named Kaede Rukawa. As Sakuragi starts learning how to play basketball, he, however, starts to like the sport. It took me about 1 week to finish these comic books because the impact of these comic books that brought to me is I start playing basketball because of these comic books. Why? When I see the main character, he's amateur, he can play basketball, totally don't know about this sport, but he worked hard every day, train every day to become better at this sport. That's what influenced me to do the same thing. I just want to be him. I want to be like him. I can be. I can do what he do. So that's what influenced me. So from that, I start playing basketball. I train every day, never give up. Uh, this comic book is really bring a lot of influence to me. It tells me to never give up, work harder, train every day to become better. That's the impact that this book bring to me. I don't think that this comic book is recommended to everyone, but if you like to play basketball or you want to learn about basketball or you like Japanese culture, this is the recommended. You should read it because it will teach you about basketball, about Japanese high school life. You will see when you read it. And the main character progress is fun to follow and it's really funny. I bet you laugh. And I think that's it what I can say what my favorite comic books. Pangestu Muhammad. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Signing out. Cheers.